This is going to sound like another slightly left field question, but let me ask the following. Do you know how the Bible tells us that demons were created? We believe they're real, you might not, that's okay, but let me give the Christian position. Did God just make creatures with red skin, big pointy tails, give them a trident and say, "Come at me, bro"? No, that's not what went on. What we're told is that Satan was an angel, and he said the following: "I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." So he says, I'm going to be like God and lead something of a failed rebellion, if you like, against the Most High. What's interesting is that in the Garden of Eden, when Satan tempts Eve, he tempts her with the same thing. We're told in Genesis 3 that the devil says, "You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat of it," that is the fruit, "your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." So, Satan wanted to be like God, and he convinced Eve that she wanted to be like God. Now, what has that got to do with transgenderism? What connection am I making here? You're probably wondering, right? Well, Satan wants to remove the distinction between God and us. But what we see in the creation account of Genesis 1 is that God sets up the whole world to reflect that distinction. It is all set up as a binary. You've got light, you've got dark, sky, waters, sea, land, sun, moon, animals, man, male and female. And all of this demonstrates the binary because God wants us to understand the true binary, the difference that He is God and that we are not. And Satan wants to remove all of those binaries and convince us that we can be our own gods. Rather than accepting that God has made you in the body that He has made you in, rather than honouring God with it, this ideology, which we do believe Satan is behind, convinces you that you can become your own God, your own maker, and turn yourself into whatever you feel like you should be.